Welcome to the Car Chronicles, baby, with Sassy T. Hey guys, it's totally Sassy T from 803, and I am here to do a review on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4, Episode 12. What do you Wanda do about it? Okay. Before we get started, remember you guys that all things on this channel is alleged. It is in my opinion. It is for research, teaching, learning, entertainment. It is in my opinion. Okay? Okay, let's get that straight. It's here to have fun with it. Okay, so it starts off where it left off. A mess, of course. It starts off with Keke and Tisha sitting at the table. Keke brings up the fact that she called Tisha. Tisha didn't answer back, and Tisha says she didn't get the call. Keke says she did call. Child, just get to it, okay? Just get to the meat. We don't care about it running around and stuff. Get to it. So they sit there, and Tisha says, well, I'm not talking to you anyway. And she said, Keke was like, really? And she's like, yes. And she said, I wonder why. She said, you know why. She said, you was conversing with a bunch of women at Mel's Christmas party. And she said, and you told things about my marriage, and I wasn't there, to protect myself. As a cousin, I would have thought that you would have not answered that, and you would have, not said anything. She said, that really hurt me. Well, Tisha, let's back it up. You, my dear, told Melody and Martell some personal things about Keke that you had no business telling, okay? I know some people were like, well, that's tit for tat. Well, it is tit for tat. You treat people how you want to be treated, okay? And then, on top of that, Tisha acts as if Mel and Keke have not known each other. I'm going to tell you why. Because she said, this friendship with Mel that you have, it's like it came between our friendship, and you chose Mel first in so many words. But you got to understand, Keke knew Mel first. You didn't meet Mel until 2014. It has been proven, okay? And I don't understand why she won't take any accountability for that. It's like she is acting like she knew Mel first, and Keke just came into the picture and started a disruption. She did not. She knew Mel first. Mel had several, if not tons of emails showing where she and Keke would do things together, how many times she's been invited. And Keke said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of not going just because I'm tap dancing around Tisha's feelings. I'm going. And I think a lot of that has to do with why she didn't go is because how Tisha went to Mel and told Mel some private things about her, okay? And that's another reason why. She said she didn't want to go and disturb Mel's events, and because she knew it would have been an issue, okay? So they continue talking, and she's like, I never told you anything about my husband cheating, and I never said that to you. And then Keke was like, yes, you did. She said, no, I didn't. She said, you need to go back and think. She said, think carefully, okay? And she said, I did not. She said, you tell me. This is Tisha now. You tell me, what did I say? And then Keke kind of went to her like, well, I could. Then she said, forget this. I'm going to tell it. Now, mind you, Keke's sisters are there. They were sitting at the table. Cousins were there. And Bernard going to chime in, talking about she telling the truth. And then Marcel told me, shut up, Bernard, I can't stand you. You know, it was just a mess. And so Keke was like, we've had conversations. And she said, I want you to tell me when was this. When did I tell you anything about Marceau cheating? In other words, Keke said, the fact that you came to me and Marceau, and you said that Marceau said was doing so, and then Marceau jumps up and like, whoa, 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 whoa! If I go, everybody going. I burn this sucker down, baby. I tell it all, baby. Tell it all. If that ain't guilt, I don't know what is. If that ain't guilt, then here go Tisha. Sit down. And then, you know, Bernard jumps up and then he jumps over to Keke. Yeah, you keep on, I tell it. It ain't like what you was doing there. All of Huntsville didn't know about it. And Keke said, it's not what Huntsville thought they knew. It's about what you guys knew, and you took it to the host. And then Tisha said, well, didn't you tell me the host, you have to watch the host because they would destroy your marriage? And Keke said, I didn't say that. She said, yes, you did. She said, you know, Keke was looking like, I ain't said no mess, like, what? And so they get up, and Keke stands up, and Marceau, he going after Keke, and Keke's husband chimes in and say, listen, you ain't gonna be going after my wife like this. You need to chill. And you know, on and on. And then Marceau jumps up in the husband's face and tell the husband, look, we ain't doing this because many times we don't help y'all and we been there for y'all, and y'all want to come at us like this. And then he points at Keke and said, you've been used by Mayor. You was invited there to do the job, and she used you, and you got it. The gaslighting is real, y'all. Marceau, you might do that ish with Tisha, but baby, you cannot do it with us. We know the history now of Keke and Mel. Okay, we know the history, so we know that Keke and Mel have been friends for years, way before Tisha even knew Mel. Okay, so that did not work, baby. You need to come up with a new plan because the plan did not work. The gaslighting got drowned. Okay, we put it out with baking soda. Okay, because gas and water don't mix. All right, so we put it out with baking soda. All you got is smoke. That's the residual. Okay, so come again, bruh. Come again. Okay, and so they keep on talking, and you know they going at it, and Tisha starts crying like she always do. I never told you. I never told you about that. I never talked to you about that. You were lying. And Keke's like, Tisha, yes you have. Then she broke it down to, she said, have we not sat around and talked about our marriages and talked about deep personal things about our marriages? And Tisha said, yeah, but not that's all I need to know right there, because that let me know right there she did talk to Keke about her husband's infidelity. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, so she already said Marceau done pretty much gave himself away. Yes, he did. Y'all excuse me, I got something in mind. Marceau done gave himself away. He did. And here come Wanda trying to be civil because it's her event. How convenient. If that was somebody else's event, she'd be up there cussing like a jackrabbit. Honey, saying all kind of bad words. Vegetarian, not even vegetarian words. Honey, she had that meaty word, them MF words, them FU words. You know what I'm saying? The across the track words, okay? And she comes over there, we're not having this at my event, but it's so, if it was somebody else's event, you would have had it at their event. You would have showed your black behind, you hear me, at that event. And that's what you would have done. Child, the hypocrisy. I cannot. The hypocrisy, baby. But anyway, they go on into it. You know, they fuss about it. Keke can't even get a word in because of the gaslighting. The sisters are there looking like, what is going on? So now, I have seen on Hey Girl, Hey. She went live this morning, and there were several people saying that this had to do with a DUI, driving under, no, a DUS, DUI, driving under the influence of a controlled substance. That I heard allegedly. Now, I don't know. Don't come at me with no smoke, y'all. Don't come at me. I'm just telling you what's out in these streets. Okay? And it's on several outlets that she was arrested for driving under a controlled substance. And the word on the curb is she was addicted. Now, I don't know. I don't know. This is what I'm telling you. It's alleged. But growing up with addiction, not in my mom and my dad. Now, my dad drank alcohol. My mom didn't drink, smoke, none of that. But my dad drank alcohol and smoked cigarettes. He never was no drug use, but alcohol he did. But I had uncles, okay, and that were heavy on it, and they always looked tired. And to me, Keke has that look. I'm sorry, Keke. I like you. But you look like, I mean, you're a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong, but there's a look. There's a persona. There is a aura that recover people have. And just like you see people that drink alcohol all the time, they always look drunk. You know, you had that uncle or aunt. I had an uncle that always looked drunk. Even when he wasn't drunk, he was looking drunk. That's how I perceive the look on Keke. Now, maybe this is what they were talking about, that she was an addict at one time, allegedly. And everybody in Huntsville knew about it. But it does make a little bit of sense, because why would you quit your job at a prominent HBCU to go pursue writing? And we never heard of your books. And I'm a reader. I love to read, you know. And I still today read hardbacks. I don't like reading on my tablet. I want to hold the book, flip the pages, okay? So that's the type of book person I am. So it didn't make sense. It's almost like you maybe, in my opinion, allegedly was forced to resign. Maybe that's it, because of what was going on. That's how I look at it, y'all. Next, I don't know. But then Keke comes out with a retraction, and she says that night that she was arrested, she had went to the ER, emergency room, because she had COVID. And they gave her some medicine. She didn't tell them she was driving. She said that, but she went to the pharmacy to pick up the rest of her medicine. And she said by the time she was on the way home, it kicked in, and she was, I guess, found to be driving under influence. And that's what she said. That was her retraction. That was her statement. It's out there. I'm gonna put it on the beginning of my paper, my intro. But y'all believe that? That's kind of I don't know. I have so many questions with that. What kind of medicine would they give you on COVID? Because technically on COVID, they don't give you anything I'm a nurse, okay? And we don't give anything to suppress the breathing. We want to keep you breathing so we can, because COVID would take, slow your breathing down. You get pneumonia in your lungs. So I don't know what kind of medicine that was, but okay, girl. Okay, if that's what you say. Okay. But anyway, moving on. So, next we go to Tiffany and Lulu. Nothing much there. Tiffany just says she was kind of, disappointed in Lewis not asking her, how the trip went. Okay. And he was like, well, you were tired. I thought I'll ask you the next day. And how did it go? And she told him how it went. Now, the one thing I did like about this scene was it showed that they like Mel. And what Lou said, really, I like that. And I like Louis. Y'all, I mean, he's a big baby and big boy. He backs down a lot. But I think Louis backed down because if he get a hold of them, one of them, he gonna hurt him. I ain't lying. That's a big dude. You know, so I guess he said, let me pipe down because my attitude can get, but I think he's really a big teddy bear at heart. I really do. And what he said about Mel was very nice. And he said that Mel has proven herself to be a great friend. And no matter what nobody else said, that they will always be friends with Mel. And I like that, okay? That lets me know that they see that Mel would go out her way to be their friend, okay? And he was glad that Mel went with her. She said that she thought she was going to go and find nothing, but she came back with more information than she expected. Good. Move on. Y'all, come on now. So it goes to Kimmy. Now, Kimmy, I don't know what the issue is. Kimmy moving kind of different this time. She doesn't have to move different. Kimmy, this time it seemed more forced. Back in the day, you was yourself. Okay? Now it seems like, I don't know. I like that Kimmy from the beginning. I don't like this Kimmy. I don't like what she's doing. She moving. It's like she's trying to play safe because the boys' names are out there in the streets. Honey, child, you and Maurice get your own stuff together. So when it come for you, y'all have y'all line ready because it's coming, okay? They tear Marceau and Tisha up. You think they ain't gonna come for you? They coming for you too. All right, just be careful of Destiny, honey, because she will get you. She's a snake and she's a leech. But anyway, we go to Destiny and Kimmy talking. And y'all didn't notice, Destiny got another house. I don't know if it's a rental, but I think it is in my opinion, and allegedly, because she had to get up out of that 5-bedroom with 5 different fireplaces and all this kind of, and she had to get up out of there. Now, Kimmy said, well, how you like your space? And she was like, you know, it takes some getting used to, because I don't have as much space as I used to. But, no you don't, sis. Baby, you kind of crunched. But it's okay because it's just you. Because your son is with his daddy. Allegedly. But anyhow. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But they talk about the Galentine event. They talk about, you know, how Mel came in and how Mel, you know, said that the beef with Stormy and Tiffany is not, Destiny is not that deep. And Destiny was like, yeah, because she said, I talked to Stormy. We call each other. We chit-chat. We text one another. And then that happened at the Galentine. It kind of confused me. No, it didn't confuse you. Because, see, Stormy is like this. She tried to tell you. Let Mel tell you what she's saying and start interrupting. But then you want to pop off at Stormy. And Stormy popped off at you. And because Stormy ain't the type, you ain't going to pop off at me and think, hey, I ain't gonna say nothing. You got another thing coming. So, that's what happened, okay? Because Stormy gonna ride for Mel at the end of the day. She knew Mel way before you. She ain't gonna choose you over Mel. Just point blank period. I'm just here to tell you, sis. Yeah. Y'all might disagree, but let me know if you do down below, okay? Yeah, and so she was saying that she had called Mel. No, Mel called her, asked her was she okay. They talked a little bit. She texted her, and Mel texted back, and she tried to call her again. She never answered the phone, so she just said forget it. Now, goes to Tisha and Marceau. Child. They having a little chit chat about what happened at the dinner. They're talking about the investment in Wanda's dump truck. Marceau said he's not investing. The answer would be no. Tisha said, well, what about if we find a better truck and invest in that? And then go from there. He was like, well, it's got to have a better business plan than what's presented to me right now. And I agree on that, because what she presented was trash. Okay. And this is showing up Wanda's potato truck or whatever she's cooking truck, whatever she's trying to do. But if it was me, I would invest. But after you make your money, I want my money back. It's not given to you. It's going to be a loan, okay? And what I say is, once you make if I owe you $40,000, once you make my $40,000, then give me my money back and you on your own, okay? Because that's where investments are. If I loan it to you, you get your first 40. First 48 is mine, baby, okay? So anyway, they talk about the disrespect. Stop talking to Keke about their relationships and blase, the same gaslighting crap that's been going on since season 1. I mean, he talks around the corner saying stupid stuff. What did he say? He said something to Keke talking about her business. Don't put your business out there. Then nobody would know your business. Or some to that effect. I can't remember, but I know what he was saying was, it didn't make sense. I'm like, what? If you didn't tell your business to, I don't know. I have to go back and look at it and bring it back to y'all when I get into a deeper conversation about that whole scene, because that was a long scene. It took up most of the show, and we got to go back and dissect some things. But this right here is a brief review. So anyway, they talking about all that. It moves on to Kimmy and Mel meeting up at the restaurant, and they are having lunch, and Kimmy comes in. Both of them look great. They sit down. Kimmy was said that, she heard that she went with Tiffany to her Utah, Alabama, to find her birth father, and she asked how that went. Mel told her that they found some things, and that's stuff that she likes to do, and it was interesting. It was a great trip. And she said, speaking of friends and the things that you do, she said at the Galentine, I thought, this is Kimmy saying, I thought it was something there between you and Destiny when you went back and told her to calm down about her and Stormy. She said, I felt like that was a true friend moment, and Mel was like, and she was like, why are you looking at me like that, Mel? And she said, do y'all think y'all can get back into that place of friendship? Because I really thought that was what I felt. And she said, tell me if I'm wrong. And Mel was looking at her like, you wrong. In other words, yeah, you wrong. She was like, no, I did that for Mel. That's who I am. If I don't care if we're not speaking right now, if I see you in a bad place, I'm going to ask you, are you okay? Okay. That's speaking from Mel's point of view. Okay. What can I say about that? Mel says that, but I think Mel genuinely wanted to make sure she was okay. Okay? Because truly, Stormy and Destiny don't have an issue. It's Destiny and Mel. And I think she went in there to just say, look, it's me and you, not her. If you got a problem, it's me and you. You don't have a problem with Stormy. And that was a grown-up thing to do. It was very mature thing to do. And Mel was like, I just did it for me. Okay? And there's nothing really there. And she told Kimmy, she said, I called her. We talked about it. She was good. She texted me. Oh, no. She said, I called her again the next day because she said she was busy. She didn't pick up. I texted her. She didn't answer. She didn't say nothing. So I let it go. I figured, okay, this is what she wants. And she let it go. And then she told Kimmy a whole different story. And Kimmy was like, oh, interesting. Yeah, interesting. You can't believe Destiny, girl. I'm trying to tell you. She's a snake. She's a leech. She's an opportunist. She's trying, and she gonna suck you dry. Like she tried to suck LeBerry, but LeBerry used their head, and he got on through. Like Wanda say, kick a bone and got on, honey. He buried that bone, slapped the dirt, and walked on. Yes, he did. Okay, so next we go to Martell walking down the street like he in some kind of GQ magazine, child. And he got his shirt open with them nutcracker pants, and the little thing just screaming, "Get me out of here! I need some air! Oh, help!" Y'all stop. Anyway, them too tight pants and too short above the ankle, baby. They're supposed to be to the ankle and tight, okay? Martell, for you to be so young, you dress so old. Anyway, but I mean, you know, I don't know. All right, Suit Tail. All right, let's get to him. And he meets up with Melnica, his manager. And production, I'm gonna call you on this. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all zoomed in on that girl belt knowing it was upside down and it was fake, because Gucci do not make spandex belts, okay? They only make leather belts. Trust and believe. That thing was fake it all day. Y'all ain't shit for doing it. Y'all knew the fashion gurus would find that, right? Yeah, y'all tried it. Y'all did it. But anyways, Melnica's talking to him about the wine event, how many people were going to be there, about the guys showing up. She was talking about the builder's license, that even if he failed the first time, she encouraged him to take it again. Don't stop. You can do it. And if you don't, like that girl said, she guaranteed he'll pass. But if he don't pass with her teaching, then Martell just dumb. Well, I mean, it's something going on with him anyway, because he can't he almost like he's got two different personalities. He got this personality where he can win you over if you didn't know no better. And then he got that hood personality. When he's in with his boys, he is straight street. He ain't nothing but a hoe in them streets. He just out there. He wild, he's boisterous, he's aggressive, okay? But then, you know, he has to maintain that in a public eye. That's what narcissists do. Okay? He is the epitome of one. And it's on the show all next week. Next Saturday they gonna show it all. Well, I don't know. I thought they was gonna show something this week, and they edited the hell out of that scene with Keke. Now it was horrible. But anyway, so they talk about that. Then it goes to the guys getting ready for their trip. They loading on the party bus, because that's what it's gonna be, and they're talking and laughing and kikiing about making memories and not making allegation of cheating. And Marcel's like, Marcel was saying he's single, he can do whatever he want to do. He said, I'm just just want to keep it in context with me. And yeah, right. And so they're having fun, and that is it. They're on their way to Atlanta to whore around, okay? So you guys tell me what you think about this episode. Tell me, because my number one thing is with Keke. I want y'all to tell me, like, share, subscribe, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you, and I will be back shortly.